It's odd that Wind Ranger feels like a flex pick right now because she was exclusively a core for so long, but now Kunkka, final choice here for Team Spirit.
Kunkka not only builds a Shadow Blade, so he can kind of get in behind these enemy lines when they're trying to focus up on a tower, but he also has the X. And just like, if you ever want to try and play forward like that Pugna and you just get X once, you've started a fight. And maybe that's not when Na'Vi wanted to fight, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's Kunkka that's making that music.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't have that taunt, Trent. I learned something today. Up top, though, Crystallize. He's going to get caught. This should be an easy first blood coming out for Team Spirit as they wrap around into that Tier 1 tower. It's actually Beaver that gets that bonus gold there on the Leshrac. Regen out on Illidan, now back in the top lane. Lightning connects on 2, Split Earth to follow up. Bane could be in some trouble, gets off the Brain Sap, and it's Beaver that falls. Crystallize finds credit there, and Lil looking for a deny. It will happen. The neutrals finish him off. Up top, Shadow Demon put to sleep. Homing Missile comes in, but Crystallize taking huge damage here, and Spirit should be able to find the better of this. They bring down Crystallize first, but it'll cost them FNG. A 1-for-1 is Lil, now tries to get under tower. Nightmare not quite going to be enough. The Split Earth connects, and that makes it a 2-for-1. Pugna will grab the Bounty Rune. FNG also gets the Bounty Rune, sets it up on the Pugna. Now Illidan on his way in. He's got the right clicks. He's going to start draining it, but General, he's got his ultimate as well, and Illidan, he's going to try to burst him, and he finds it. Well played. You can just feel the pressure that Spirit's putting on, and now the setup mid. Banish, right into a Torrent, boat combo, and say goodnight to Dendy. Now some pressure coming on that Tier 2 up top. Down bottom, call down. FNG ready to mount the defense with a defensive disruption on Phobos, and they're going to go in on this Gyrocopter, losing a lot of damage. The Plasma Field finds the kill, and of course the Bane gets left behind. I will say, I like that this Gyro has changed his build. Huge damage comes his way as G initiates. He doesn't have the BKB yet. That's going to be up on the docket, which is what I wanted to compliment here, but they've got more than enough damage to kill him in the interim. He is pretty close to the BKB, but I'm glad he switched away from the Aghanims. I don't think the Aghanims was the play. Either way, Lil now also caught.
Disrupted Illusions onto the Netherward, too. Trying to get a little bit of damage onto it.
Yep, and it helps. Here's the setup, though. The Banish. Now the follow-up boat will be off the mark, but they've gotten the Tier 3 Shackle. Connects on 2. Power shot onto the Shadow Demon. He may go down as Night Stalker gets caught by the Fiend Grip. Buyback from FNG. Phobos just a little too tanky. Pops the Crimson Guard, but he's probably still going to fall. That homing missile will chase him down. They're trying to kill him. They find it just in time. The Night Stalker survives, and now they counter-initiate the other way. BKB from Illidan, keeping him reasonably safe, but doesn't want to dive too deep. They pop the dust. They don't find the Nyx. Dendy doing some decent damage. They've got to sleep on Shadow Demon, but G survives through it. Pops the boat, defensive disruption. They're probably going to have to leave FNG behind. The homing missile is on the way. And a lot of burst damage will be able to finish him off. Homing missile switches to the Leshrac. That's a bit of a heartbreaker. And just like that, Na'Vi pick up 2. However, that is a rapier.
Na'Vi are dying by the blade.
That is a rapier on the Gyrocopter with a double damage. So, Trent, this is a moment where they might be able to make something happen. Not much time left on the double damage as Spirit Smoke. Who's going to catch who, though? Fiend's Grip onto the Shadow Demon. He gets destroyed immediately as Phobos runs into the back line. G is still alive. Lil gets killed. Buybacks from both sides used immediately. Gyro just trying to get back to safety. They'll finish off the Aegis. They want this rapier so badly. The Dire have to play this very careful. They will lose their Nyx Assassin. And now, though, however, Spirit are angry, and they want vengeance for that Fallen Courier. That's one Eye of the Storm refresher, still not used by the Razor, and there it is, second Eye of the Storm. This tower is going to start melting. No glyph for this Dire team right now. Fiend's Grip will be used on the Razor, but follow-up is there. The boat can fly in. The Rapier's down. They've killed the Gyro. The Rapier's still on the deck. It's G that's picked it up. Lil getting low, and he's going to press in. Does he find a crit? Spike Carapace not going to do much against the BKB, and 1,800 damage will be enough for a one-shot. Party on, Kunkka. Party on.
Creeps are about to spawn. Careful.
And that's going to be the GG as Dendy falls to a crit from the Creep Wave. A photo finish for Team Spirit.
Jakiro's up here now. It is indeed time to go. Saw in the mid lane too.
Oh, the setup in the top lane, right onto Crystallize. The pounce from Illidan does connect, but do they have the damage to find this kill? It's going to be close, and they've got it. Illidan draws the first blood. And spending time in the jungle is FNG, the one initiated on. Who's going to get caught, though? The Shadow Demon trying to make it back as Axe is asleep. Slark clicking down Lil. They will go 1-for-1. Crystallize now caught by the taunt. This Morphling's in a lot of trouble. The dunk interrupted by the torrent, but it's not going to be enough. And the position one from Na'Vi will bite the bullet and head straight to the grave.
All right, so even in last hits, but not in gold now. It's about a 400 gold edge there for the Slark over that Morphling, and be looking to take his team up ahead.
Look at this up top. Phobos just diving down past General. He might find a solo kill here, and he does! Continues to lay in the right clicks, but there are reinforcements from Na'Vi. Crystallize has rotated up. And Slark maybe getting caught again here by the Kunkka. The boat connects, but he does get off the Shadow Dance. No pounce. He's getting low, and he will fall. Broken. Crystallize, General, and Lil all right nearby as General jumps in. Nice clap. Bruce Split comes out. And it's a good counter initiation as the boat flies, but Axe catches a call right into a Fiend's Grip from Lil. It's a very chaotic fight, but it is Dendi that finds the first kill. Illidan goes down, Lil survives, and now it's the Axe that gets caught by a torrent. FNG keeps him alive. They've killed Lil on the back line, but an X now comes onto FNG as G gets brought down. Jakiro with an Ice Path does break things up a little bit, but it's not enough. It's a 3-for-1. A disastrous fight for Team Spirit.
Yeah, it looked like
it's gonna be 4 now. Phobos grabs Lil. Again, a chaotic fight ready to break out as Dendi sets up on the Shadow Demon, but they've already lost their Bane. Nice disruption, keeps it from being a 1-for-1, and FNG will actually survive through this onslaught. Now a 4-on-5, Spirit looking to pursue as Phobos blinks forward, catches the Berserker's call. Brewmaster getting very low. G takes the Laguna, and he'll go down, but they found the kill on General. Slark also going to get killed, but the dunk on Velor. Still an advantageous fight for Spirit. Beaver getting chased down mid. Phobos trying to make it back as G is put to sleep. He pops the BKB. And I think the Cyclone actually saves the Axe. Now a buyback used by Jakiro. The Radiant Courier dies in the fray. Na'Vi may be overstepping their bounds, but FNG gets popped by the combo of the Morphling. Slark's back in the party, but with the buyback on Jakiro, they might be able to get some cleanup kills here. Morphling gets caught. Velor very low. He'll get finished off by G. Dendi invisible on the run. Force staff to the high ground. He'll be able to survive. Now Lil with the Nightmare. He's going to be the one that gets left and eaten alive by the Slark with his BKB on. Now Lina gets caught mid. The Blade Mail is there. Follow-up damage is big. Shackle on 2. Secures the kill on Dendi. And Crystallize brought down. Just too much damage for the Morphling to survive. And now Brewmaster in too deep. 20 seconds until split. They'll have a Berserker's call. Yet another Shackle. A power shot and right clicks to the moon as General gets put to sleep.
God,
all
dude.
3 cores of Na'Vi underwater. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it quickly enough. Spirit are coming in. Roche at about 1k HP. They got to go now. It's going to be close, but they won't get it. Radiant finish it off, and the Aegis goes the way of Crystallize. Axe jumps in, gets Nightmared straight away. Now the Fiend's Grip. This is such an awkward fight for Spirit. They'll lose Beaver, but Phobos still pretty healthy. Pops his BKB. Disruption not going to be enough to save FNG, and I think Spirit are going to have to head for the hills. Smoke gets broken. Phobos actually misses the taunt. Nice use of the Force Staff there, but BKB's used Velor. This will be a dieback if he goes down. Disruption breaks things up a little bit. They lose Beaver on the backside, but BKB Crystal is pretty scary. 1-for-1 so far. Now the Fiend's Grip onto Slark through the BKB. Big damage onto Illidan, but he survives. Not quite. Crystallize able to finish him off. Bruce Split almost done, but it's a huge fight for Na'Vi as they get 3.
Chase begins too.
1 pick on Dendi. This game pretty much ends. Phobos finds it on the side. It's General. The Brewmaster gets brought down. He'll have the buyback, but still no Bruce Split. Now the Shackle connects on Lil. Bane's dead. Buyback used straight away. Dendi Abyssal Blade flies from the heavens. He'll pop the cheese, and he does live. Bruce Split up in 5. General should be able to survive through it as Phobos is actually getting pretty darn low. Tanks the Laguna, and he will go down. Spirit might need to back up, but a Shackle on 2. Dendi brings down FNG, but now Velor dies. Bruce Split's been utilized. G could be in some trouble. Buyback now used by the Kunkka. It'll be a dead G. Jakiro put inside of the Cyclone. He's likely to fall as well. A lot of buybacks available on Spirit. Well, 2 out of the 4 at least. Phobos has the cooldowns available. But another nice Nightmare, but the other way, it's a banish onto the Bane. Force Staff still on the ice path. That level 25 Jakiro talent making all the difference in the world, but Crystallize on the back line, he's all by himself. Does try to bring down FNG. They go 1-for-1. G gets brought down as well, but he's got the Aegis coming back to life. General with another brew split. Na'Vi are hanging on here, and it looks like G could go down, but a huge call from Phobos. Illidan jumps back in. He's been isolated in the Cyclone, but they bring down Crystallize. No buyback on the Morphling, and this looks like it's the end for Na'Vi. The glyph is used, only 2 heroes remaining. G is bought back to get into this fight. Lina caught by the ice path, the macro pyre, the death for Dendi as he buys back. The mega creeps pushing in, BKBs used for good measure, but Navi's hopes of starting out in the upper bracket now extinguished as Spirit will knock them down 2-0 in this best-of-3 series. GG is called.